Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and today we're gonna benchmark the new ASUS Zenfone Go. So the Zenfone Go comes with a 5-inch HD display. It's powered by a MediaTek quad-core chipset with 2GB RAM and 8GB internal storage. It has an 8 megapixel rear camera and a front 2 megapixel camera. It runs Android 5.1 Lollipop with a custom Zen UI. Now let's start off the benchmark test with 5 benchmarking apps: the AnTuTu, Quadrant, Vellamo, Nenamark 2 and the Multi-Touch app. So let's start off with AnTuTu. So now we have the AnTuTu score of the Zenfone Go. It's 2220. That's lower than the Redmi 2 Prime as well as the Euphoria. Both of them were around the 24,000 mark. It was around the 23-24 mark, and even the Samsung Galaxy J2 was around 21,747. So it's lower than most of these devices. Even though this has a 2GB RAM, it's still lower than the other competitive devices in this price point. Now let's go to the Quadrant test. So now we have the Quadrant result. It's 9195. So this is very similar to the Samsung Galaxy J2, which also had 9192. Now this is pretty much lower than the Redmi 2 and the Euphoria. Both had a value of around 14k mark. So almost 5 to 6k lower than these two devices. Now let's move on to the Nenamark 2 test. So the Nenamark 2 result is 57.1 fps. So this is slightly higher than the Redmi 2 Prime and Euphoria, which were at 54 fps, and the J2 was at 59.4 fps. Now let's move on to the Vellamo browser test as well as a metal test. So now we have the Chrome browser result from Vellamo. With this is 1727. That's the value. It's again lower than the Redmi 2 Prime and Euphoria, which were at 1971 range, and the J2 was at 1675. So it's slightly better than the J2, but then it's lower than the Redmi 2 Prime and Euphoria, which comes with better specs. Now let's move on to the metal test. So the metal score is 787. This is again lower than the Redmi 2 Prime and the Euphoria, and even lower than the Samsung Galaxy J2, which were all around the 850 to 900 mark. So this is much lower than that. Now let's go to the multi-touch testing app. So let's see how many point multi-touch this device supports. So we'll place 10 fingers, and it supports 5-point multi-touch. So this is similar to the J2 and the Euphoria. Both supports 5-point multi-touch, while the Redmi 2 Prime supports 10-point multi-touch. So those were the benchmarks of the ASUS Zenfone Go. So comparing the benchmark scores of Zenfone Go with the competition, the Redmi 2 Prime and Euphoria, we can clearly say that the benchmark scores are lower than the Redmi 2 Prime and Euphoria, and it's more or less comparable with the Samsung Galaxy J2, which is slightly priced higher, while the Redmi 2 Prime and Euphoria is priced lower than the Zenfone Go. So that's all guys with the benchmarks. So hope you like this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.